What's up, YouTube? Chromanos here, back for another Flash game. This time we're playing Fancy Pants Adventure, which if you guys have never played, is a great game, and it needs to be played by everyone. It's actually a relatively old game, if you look at the bottom there. It was made, well, copyrighted in 2006, and I actually played it back then, but I haven't played it in a long time, but I remember it was one of my favorite games of all time, so that's why I wanted to play it today. So basic, left, right to move, S key to jump. Oh, that would make a lot more sense. Up to open doors, down to duck, and duck while on slant or landing to roll. Alright, cool. And World 1. Alright, there's the game. So, basically what I want to talk to you guys about today is I want to talk to you about a bad habit that I have, and something you guys should avoid, which is general procrastination. The reason this came up to me is that there was an English paper that was due about a week ago that I still have not gotten in, which I should probably be working on that instead of recording video games, but hey, that's no fun. So, oh my god. Alright, so you got these spider guys here and they're kind of annoying. But, basic premise of this game, obviously, is to just collect these shells, apparently, and do crazy tricks and such. But yeah, so this paper I've had assigned for, like, probably 3 weeks, and didn't even bother. I mean, I did my research for it, but other than that, I really haven't done that much for it. And I really need to get that done this weekend, which would be good. But I want you guys to know, like, procrastination is not a good thing, and it is not a habit you should get into. I have procrastinated my entire life, and thus it is a habit that I have a very hard time breaking. It's caused a lot of problems for me, considering the last English paper I had, actually, I basically went to hand it in late and realized that I didn't read our syllabus right, and I didn't have as long to get it in late as I thought I did, and I ended up not being able to hand it in at all. And there, oh, I died already. Alright, I'm just bad at this game, apparently. But I ended up not being able to hand it in at all, and ended up getting a 0 on that, which dropped my grade from like a B+ to a C+ for the semester, because it was one of like 5 essays that we did throughout that semester. So if you guys can avoid it, like, make sure you're getting your stuff done. Like, I understand, trust me, I get it. Like, homework is not fun. It's not something you want to do, but it's definitely something that's necessary for success in high school. My big problem is I never had to do homework in, like, middle school. I was plenty successful in my classes without it. I got good grades and everything without doing my homework, and thus I didn't feel the need to do it when I got to high school. Except I didn't realize that homework counts for a pretty large part of your grade in high school, especially depending on the different class, obviously. But in general, it's a much bigger part of your grade than it was in middle school. The other thing is that you actually have to study in some of your high school classes, which I was not used to either. Typically, I picked up on things pretty well, so I never really had to study either, and I never got into the habit of trying to study or even knowing how to study, so which really screwed me over when I got to high school. So that's also something you guys really want to think about. Like, obviously, some of you are not going to have to worry about this if you're past high school or such, but in general, if you guys are going into high school, already in high school, make sure you really pay attention to that, because you might not think it makes a big difference, but doing the homework is like one of the primary things that you can do to make sure that you'll pass the class, because even if it's only a small part of your grade, that's a small part of your grade that you would not have added on to your score if you didn't do it. So even if it's only 10%, if you don't do your homework, that's 10% off your grade. So if you're at a 95% with everything else, that's a solid A, but without that homework in there, now you're down to a B, which really sucks. And if you mess up early, it can kind of affect the rest of your life, because, for example, I didn't do crap in homework for Spanish my freshman year, and ended up getting like a D in the class because I didn't study and I didn't do anything, and I wasn't that good at Spanish to begin with, so I probably should have studied for that class. Should have taken the hint, but I didn't, and ended up getting a really crappy grade in the class. I think it got like a D or something like that, but that ended up like messing up my GPA, and I've had to like work really hard for the rest of my years of high school to try to bring that up, because my freshman year grades just sucked all around, which nearly kind of ruined my chances of getting the scholarship I ended up getting to for the college I want to go to, because I needed a 3.5 grade point average to do it, and I was rated like a 3.52, and I've managed to bring that up a little bit by working hard these past 2 years, but I didn't realize at the time how much that would end up affecting my future. So, I mean, seriously, guys, like, I know it sounds repetitive, and your parents probably tell you it, and your teachers probably tell you it, but do your homework, study, work hard in your classes. But obviously, I mean, like I said in my last kind of vlog video, don't overwork yourself. Like, don't be too worried about it, because while the homework is important and everything, you got to also make time to have fun. Like, I mean, I don't know if I could have gone through high school without, like, playing video games, watching videos, just having fun in general, because there's a lot of stress in high school. You got a lot of stuff going on, and without a little time to relax every now and then, you'll go crazy. I've literally seen some of my friends have mental breakdowns because they just overstressed themselves about what's going on, and they tried to do too much at one time. And it's just, I mean, it's hard to watch because your friends are, like, breaking down, and you're like, I don't know what I can do to help them, and really you can't do anything. They have to help themselves by learning to relax a little bit and take some time for themselves to make sure everything's good. And that ties into what I was talking about last week with, or actually 2 weeks ago now, with taking classes that you enjoy along with academic classes. For example, my class that I take to just kind of relax a little bit is choir, because I really enjoy singing. I enjoy doing that whole bit. And the nice thing is that, yes, there's a lot you have to do for choir. You have to study your music and make sure you know it and everything. But at the same time, it's not like a mentally exhausting class. So you have some time that you can take to just kind of relax a little bit and have fun in a class. Which honestly, my involvement in the choir stuff probably saved me from going insane throughout high school. As like my senior year schedule is 2 AP classes and 3 college classes, and then choir. If it wasn't for choir, I'd probably have gone insane by now. But luckily I haven't, and I'm here to make this video, so there's that. But anyways, you really gotta think about what you're doing in high school. You gotta think about your future, but at the same time, you gotta think about, I gotta live through these 4 years, and I don't want to stress myself so much that I can't look back on high school and say, yeah, I did what I wanted to do. So you gotta find that balance between doing the things you need to and doing the things you actually want to. And it's a hard place to find, and it's hard to figure out what you want to do. But it's something I think is really important for people to... Whoa, secret door. What? But it's something really important for people to find out. So I'll just take a break for a little bit about talking. I don't know what else I'm going to say. But, let's talk about this game for a bit. As you can see, it's a fun game. And what is going on here? I don't know what I'm trying to do. Am I trying to land on this? Okay. Yeah, you're just running around collecting these shells, and you've got crazy moves you can do and everything. Just a generally fun game. There we go. Do I need all these shells? These studios actually released, there's actually 1 or 2 other Fancy Pants adventures. I'm not sure if there's a second and a third one, or just a second one. I know at least there's a second one. But the first one was obviously the first one I played, and it's got a spot in my heart just because it's a memory I have for some of the first times I was gaming, because I wasn't a big computer gamer for playing actual games you had to download and play. I just played a lot of flash games, whether it be on Addicting Games, Newgrounds, Bubble Box, anything like that. And that was my gaming experience and my way to relax. But so this game obviously is just it's a ton of fun. It's ridiculous. You're stomping on spiders that look more like balls of yarn than anything else. And just running around and being generally ridiculous. But actually, hey, that's actually a good topic for me to talk about. My kind of fascination with flash games, which actually becomes sort of a problem. So, for example, that English paper I was talking about. When I go to work on my English papers, I'm like, okay, I'll spend half an hour, I'll work on this page, and when I finish this page, I will go and play some Happy Wheels or something. And what the heck? How am I supposed to beat him? What? 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 Okay. Angry penguin killed me, I guess. Oh, now I have to do it again. Great. So, but yeah, so like, but what would happen is I'd start playing the games and end up like, man, I want to play this game way more than I actually want to do my. Okay, am I supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to run him into the wall, and then do I jump on him? Nice. Okay. And then end up playing the games the whole time instead of writing my paper. Okay, wait. I got this. There we go. Oh, wait, no, I did. Oh. I died. Again. Great. But especially those Flash games, which are just so simple and easy to play that you don't realize time is actually passing, and you end up not doing what you're supposed to do. Because honestly, yeah, video games are way more fun than anything you'll ever do in school. It's just the way they are. And this guy is making me really angry because he keeps. There we go. Okay, but I mean, you got to find the balance, obviously. To give yourself that time, give yourself like a 5-minute break after you like writing your paper or whatever. Give yourself a little time to world. I thought I just beat World 1. What? Open it again, I guess. Is there more worlds? Or is that it? Did I beat the game? What? Okay. I don't think I beat the game. I thought there was more to it than that. Try again. Level 1. Oh, this is the first world I was on. Huh. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's hard because they can be very... Wait, I never went in that door. How do I get up there? They can be very distracting, and they can make you so that you don't actually do the things you're supposed to. Which, I mean, it sucks. Because you're like, I want to play this game, but I also have this paper to write. And then you don't do the paper because it's way more fun to just play a game or something. But then you end up not handing in your paper, and it trashes your grade. And now it's 3 years later, and you have to deal with consequences of that because it wrecked your GPA. So, that kind of sucks. So just, I mean, make sure you're doing the things you need to do. Like, you gotta prioritize above gaming sometimes. Which, I mean, obviously that's a little bit hypocritical of me, because I definitely don't prioritize above gaming. I definitely put gaming above a lot of things that I probably shouldn't. But I mean, learn from my mistakes then. Like, if that's what it takes, like, learn from the example of others. Learn from the fact that I wish I had taken things more seriously. I wish I had learned to study. I wish, like, that I had learned to, like, have a decent work ethic. Because I don't. And it doesn't help that many of my friends don't have a good work ethic. And we kind of support each other in that. But, I mean, it's fine, I guess. We deal with it. And we do okay in our classes anyways. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But, I mean, I can't justify it. It's really not a good habit of ours. But, why? Why is that there? Why is that even a thing? That is just rude. Okay, those spiders need to get out of here before I can run up this, I think. Okay, the spiders are gone. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just make sure you're doing what you need to do. Make sure you're taking care of the things that... Why? Okay, wait. Can I... I thought it said something about rolling before. I'm trying to figure out how I do that. Because I'm pretty sure if I roll, I can beat those spiders up. Okay, apparently I can't get down from there. Okay, so I have to go this way. Okay. There we go. Yes! Finally. Oh, what's up there? I want to go there. I want to go to that thing. That looks like a fun time. Hey. Oh, here we go. What is that? I want that. But I think that's all I really have for today. Obviously it looks like I've pretty much beat this game. Yep, because that's all the stuff on this level, I think. Besides moving on to figurine. But that's really all I had to say for today. Just make sure you're doing what you need to do. Make sure you do the stuff that you want to do. Don't procrastinate. Get your stuff done. Because eventually, I mean, you can play the game and not do your stuff. or you can do your stuff and then play the game, and that way at least you guarantee that the things that needed to get done got done. And that's all for today. We are just out of time. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do below. And y'all have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. So goodbye.